Hi. So, it's Tuesday. Everything's going to be fully from the camera today, not the phone, so you don't have to worry about dealing with poor quality. Yeah, so, things from update from last night after the video. One, not Godfather's. It was Round Table Pizza that had it. But I didn't want to buy 2 pizzas in one day because I got really embarrassed that I went to the wrong place, so I wound up just buying a small taco pizza, which is good, but wasn't what I wanted. So Friday I'm going to get a larger one for Aaron and I. And then I vacuumed with our new vacuum. It was really good. I mean, it's got 4 filters on it, plus the cyclonic action, so that it just drop stuff in the bucket. The bucket's not that big, but neither is the apartment. So, anyways, yeah. Tilt my head to the side. So yeah, Tuesday. Just dinking around on WoW. I just got done vacuuming a second time because the old vacuum had broke, and it had been a while since I vacuumed, so I wanted to get 2 vacuums going, like stir up all the stuff, and then wait for that sort of stuff to settle, or the air, and then vacuum it again the next day, which was today. So it still picked up a lot of stuff. The fact that you can vacuum 2 consecutive days in a row and get full buckets out of it means that you had a lot to vacuum up. But I had because the roommate's black cat is, dander central. She had dander all over the place, and her hair was all over the place. So so when I opened up the little bucket and the filter to clean them out, because they were really full yesterday, it just poof right up into my face. I sneezed nearly consecutively, about 23 to 25 times. I kind of lost track after about 12, but there were still another 10 on top of that I have some recollection for. But it was hilarious. It's like those people that can't stop hiccuping and they just go about their day. I was going about my day. I was still cleaning it and I was just sneezing, and I threw down some allergy medication. And then I was like, okay, well, about number 12 is when I realized the puffer, I was going to need to get some, asthma medication thing in me. I don't have asthma, but because of all it's just the allergies constrict the thing. So, and they're constantly aggravated and just sneezing and sneezing and sneezing. So, yeah. I wound up taking a couple puffs off that in between breaths, but then wound up sneezing it because I had full lungs and was like holding it as best as I could, because that's what you're kind of supposed to do. But then I sneezed it all up, and for any D&D players, you understand what I'm about to say. My throat became a portable hole. My lungs did not exist. I had unquantifiable space to breathe into for like the next 3 hours. I was getting like oxygen high because it just was, it seemed so effortless to breathe. It was just, and it was like, I'm not done yet, but but my brain saying, you cannot physically take in any more. I'm like, oh, dang. Breathe out. Let's do that again. That was fun. I was getting like addicted to breathing, so I was kind of hyperventilating myself. That's strange. So I took the tripod around the house, apartment, house, home, and I put it up in certain locations, and basically just sort of dealt with the standby screen. It was like, oh, hey, cool. That's how, pretty much where I need to stand. This is the good lighting. As I've taken ones in the bedroom, I've noticed that, the natural light is always better. It may not be perfect, but we have a diffusion matrix for the sunlight right now. It's called gray clouds. Welcome to the Pacific Northwest. If you happen to ever move here, you're going to have diffusion of light. There's just gray everywhere. So, yeah. And in the kitchen, I can actually get, take the plug over and plug it into one of the outlets near the toaster, and I can have it look down at the stove while I'm doing stuff. So I'm thinking, cool, I can at least show the steps. Like, hit record, this is how I stir. You know, this is a good way to stir my taco meat when I do, when I do it. So I'm going to kind of show you how to at least cook the beef, because lettuce and cheese is lettuce and cheese. You know, it's, you know, shred lettuce as you want. I'm lazy, and I'll show you exactly how I do it. Show you how lazy I am. So, yeah, but you know, tacos, it's like all in the meat. It's in the meat, and that will be Thursday. So it'll be, you know, Thursday, because that's when I go out and buy it. Try not to keep it around because I like nice, fresh, crisp lettuce. Which, thinking, you'll see it and you'll think back to now and you're like, that's not fresh, crisp lettuce, but there is a difference. I bought it like a week in advance and the lettuce is like, and stuff. So that's gonna be an actual like edited video. Like, I'm only gonna put it on for a little bit. This is how I stir it, and I can see all the happy jazz and what's going on, and so, and then I'm gonna put that off, and then I'm gonna re-record when it's like, here's how you do, you know, the seasoning, and this is exactly what I do, you know. So it's probably gonna be a pretty short video, but it's gonna have a lot of cuts in it and transitions. I don't know, I'm just talking for talk's sake. So I've been reading people I subscribe to, their comments on certain videos of other ones, because they publish comments. I didn't watch the Golden Globes, but apparently Jodie Foster came out, or hinted at coming out of the closet, and people are kind of butthurt about it. And I'm like, what? It's like, it just sort of smacked me outside the face, and I'm like, who cares? You know, I like Jodie Foster. She's been in a lot of good movies, and I still, to this day, like Contact. People are like, oh, it's boring, it's stupid, it's cheesy. No, it's actually a really good movie, but, you know, I think you have to be like a diehard Trekkie to kind of understand the message behind Contact. Or at least Babylon 5. That would make sense for Babylon 5. You know. And anyways, so whatnot. You know, we all know what happens on Tuesday. I gotta run through my crap on WoW. It's 1:22, so I gotta upload this video, and yeah, apparently they take a long time to upload because, well, they're like over a gig each for like a little 10-minute video. It was like 1.3. You know, maybe I could step it down to 720, or it's in 720 and I think it's in 1080 or something, but right now it's like, it's just fine. You know, I can wait. I'm just not going to be able to upload very effectively. And then it takes a long time to process, so yeah, so I may have weird change videos because I can't update them as fast as I want. Or change, or upload, not update, upload. So, yeah. Had more of the Crave cereal this morning. Don't know really much else. Can't think of anything. Yes. Have fun drinking coffee if you drink coffee. So, yeah, whatnot. Well, I pretty much run out of stuff. Pretty much going to make a taco video. I talked about the geology video when I did the fire tornadoes blog thing, because, well, we can always talk about ejecta and lahars and pyroclastic flows and maybe the different kinds of magma. But we don't get one anymore. Anyways, so that's pretty much my plans. Is there plans do I have plans for the week? Other than making tacos and having that 4 types of pepperoni on a pizza on Friday, because I told Aaron, I'm like, we'll do that Friday night. I'll go get one at like 9:30, like near the end of the shift, and then you just come home. So, anyways, yeah, I'm in a nice little burnt sienna shirt today. Seems nice. Like I said, not much else to talk about. Other than the hilarious, the vacuum did so much it overwhelmed my allergies last night. It just, yeah. Overwhelmed the allergies. I mean, I could talk more about current events, but that's what news sites are for. This isn't a news site. This is my caffeinated life. Because I think at this point I am dependent on it. So, yeah, probably going to go turn the heaters down a little bit. It was getting a bit chilly in here. But we're going to be back up into the 50s this week. Not down to freezing. So, that's good. Means the heaters won't be that bad, but, Anyways, I will chat with you guys tomorrow, and you may have reaction to me doing stuff on WoW or Lord knows what. I mean, I have a pasta side to make and chili to make for me to eat, but who really wants to watch me boil noodles? It can't be, I'm not really, I know I am. Anyways, we'll just chat later. Not that there's chatting, I just talk to your face. So yeah, we'll be every good. Have a nice Tuesday.